can't say how much I love both of these people. They've been through so much together, before being together, while being together. Well, I had to watch them be together and hear them be together. Hear them be together. One of my favorite memories of the two is one time they were at my apartment. And they were making pizza, homemade pizza, and they were drinking wine, and they were looking through a book of fairies by some artist that this one loves.
Brian Proud.
There it is.
How did they know? Wait, Rich, do you know these people? And they were so cute together and so beautiful. And then one day, who knows when later, I was blackout drunk. We already knew he was leaving for Mexico because of visa things, and me, who couldn't hold my tongue, said, "You cannot leave her." And he was like, "No, but I don't know what to do. We don't know each other. This is the best accent I can do." And me being blackout drunk just said, "I don't care." I'm glad he listened. All right. Now, the best man also has a story he'd like to tell of these two. So, Alex, take the podium.
Well, all right.
I'll take it.
So, this is like a crazy thing because both Jxel and Momo are like my best friends in the world, and now they're like really my best friends like in the world abroad. Because they like live on the other side of the world. So when this bastard stole away my other best he became my best friends and then systematically deprived me of himself and my other best friend in stages. They're playing the music. All right, I'm wrapping up. You know, but I remember like the moment where I knew that it was gonna go down. They don't know this, but Jxel and I cooked dinner for Momo one time. Jxel was living in my apartment and taking amazing care of my cats while I was out of town for an extended period of time. And Jxel and I had invited Momo over for dinner, and we had cooked for her, and I was in the kitchen like kind of like taking extra time cleaning dishes, and I like out of the corner of my eye saw them like very sort of like in their way, like holding one another, looking into one another's eyes, and then like tonguing it like brutally. I kind of like waited a second and then came back in and was like, "Do you guys want ice cream? Like we're good." So nothing like I thought like maybe nothing would come of that. Maybe it was just sort of like a drunken flirtation. But then I came back from being away, and Jxel, as he always did, picked me up from the airport and drove me home. And I got home to my apartment. There's a lamp, like a floor lamp, that normally sits immediately next to my bed. But occasionally, like what happens is that that floor lamp or the bed will like work its way to a point where they're touching one another. And the floor lamp is where I hang like my jewelry. And so if you bump into it, it's kind of a complicated situation. But if you move the bed, the floor lamp jiggles and it makes all this fucking noise. And I came back to my apartment and everything was completely spotless, but the floor lamp was in the middle of the room. And Jxel later and I were hanging out that day, and he's like, "Brother, I have something to tell you." And I was like, "Brother, like somebody already told me." The dude from downstairs, who's an asshole, and if he's here, you can go fuck yourself. He came upstairs and made what is like categorically the most vague threat of my life I've ever received. He came up and he said, I was awoken last night in the middle of the night. And I said, I'm really sorry. I didn't want to let him know that I was kind of like subletting the place. I said, I'm really sorry. I said, I'll do everything in my power to make sure that that doesn't happen again. That's like, I'll prevent, these guys are no longer allowed having sex in my bed. I said, I'll do it. And he goes, that's right. Because I've done everything that I can to make sure that it doesn't happen again. He said that. And I said, oh, if you want, I'll talk to the manager of the building and apologize to him. He goes, I'm not talking about the manager. The manager's the least of your problems. And then he like went downstairs. And for like months afterwards, I fantasized with Jxel about the various like pranks we could pull on the downstairs neighbor to make vengeance. But because of this story, because of this event, I would like to say that like it's my firm belief that despite everything that Craig has heard at his place, I really do believe that the relationship was christened at my apartment.
I
love you both. I love you both.
Thank you for the short and sweet story. Now, as a story is good.
Oh, maybe one.
Rachel has been my ride or die. Louder! Rachel has been my ride or die for a really long time. I can't even tell you the things that we have done together. So I know her really well. This one day, she invited me to go see Jxel perform at this place. She didn't describe the place. I wasn't sure where it was, so I decided to wear like some little shorts and a little top. And then I met her, and she was in like this long skirt, and I was like, oh, we're not going to the same place, obviously. So the show ended up being at a church. Yeah. So before we went into the church, we sat in Rachel's car and did blow. And then we got up and went into the church and watched the show, which was amazing. That was like my second introduction, I think. And then we went outside after the show. We're standing in the parking lot, and everybody's trying to figure out where they're going to go, where they're going to meet. And I saw the two of them standing next to each other, and Rachel and Jxel kissed. And it was so amazing. I've never seen, this is like my best friend in the whole world. I've never seen her kiss a man in public ever. And she kissed this man. And I watched her and I was like, holy shit. Jxel is in love. She didn't even know she was in love until a few weeks later, but I knew she was in love. And this is it.
Alrighty. We've come to the point of the vows, but they don't have vows. And I had a paper where I got vows from them when they were blackout drunk, but I lost it. The point is they like each other. So we're gonna move right along, and can I have the shot bearers come forward, please?
Shot bearers. Yes. Fuck. Why did I do this? That's what we're here.
And the most important thing is that you don't cheer when they take the shots, because you save it for the kiss, okay?
Okay. Yes, mama.
So. Jxel, do you shut the fuck up? Do you take Rachel to be your wife?
Fuck yeah!
Rachel, do you take Jxel to be your husband?
Fuck yes!
this shot, I'll see you tomorrow. Yes.
With this shot, I'll see you tomorrow.
Blink. Eye contact, because no sex for years, no one wants it. Shot first. All right. By the power that is not invested in me, I now pronounce you man and wife. So kiss the fucking bride.
I